President Tharman Shanmugaratnam says there is a strong desire for European countries like Italy, Finland and Estonia to strengthen their relations with Singapore. That says all sides see eye to eye when it comes to multilateralism and holding up the international rule of law. He made the comments on the last day of his European tour. Claudia Lim reports from the Estonian capital of Tallinn.
The war in Ukraine, a sign of an increasingly fragmented world. President Tharman Shanmugaratnam says it is important for countries to cooperate and work together to further prevent decoupling. He says while Europe plays the role as a buffer in a changing world, it also values what Singapore brings to the table.
We are a very small country, but standing up for multilateralism and standing up for the international rule of law. They see much value in Singapore's role and the way we coordinate amongst other small states to do the same.
Mr. Tharman was speaking to the media on the last day of his visit to Estonia. Earlier, he had lunch with Estonian parliamentary speaker Lauri Hussar, visited local startups and a paper factory owned by Singapore's Tolaram. Reflecting on the many meetings he had with government and business leaders in Italy, Finland and Estonia, he says while countries admire Singapore, there is also a lot that the island state can learn from them. He's drawn to how Estonian businesses collaborate and share knowledge with one another in order to be competitive globally.
I think there's something to the entrepreneurial spirit and their ability to create world beaters that is worth studying further and emulating. There's something to it.
He says Singapore is particularly interested in Estonia's developing tech scene and hopes to further strengthen the strong digital partnership shared. The visits add to Mr. Tharman's manifesto during the Singapore presidential elections last year, where he pledged to actively promote the country's interests abroad. Moving forward, he says Singapore must spend time keeping up with foreign leadership at different levels and build mindshare in every region.
President Tharman's visit to Singapore's Tolaram comes as both countries look to deepen their trade and investment links. In Tallinn, Claudia takes a closer look again at how Singaporean businessman Sunny Aswani first took the road less travelled and made the Baltic state his second home.
This pulp and paper mill, just outside of the capital city of Tallinn, has been in operation for close to a century. Originally state-owned, Singaporean Sunny Aswani, on behalf of Tolaram, acquired the factory in 1995. As one of the handful of Singaporeans living in Estonia, I caught up with Mr. Aswani on why he made the decision to invest in Estonia so early on.
We were the early ones here, and we had experienced the entire process, and we found it to be very transparent. And it also gave us the ease that most of our customers were then in Europe, which we couldn't do if we were based in Asia, because it would take 30 to 35 days to transport the products here.
Now, apart from being the sole manufacturer of sack kraft paper in Estonia and the Baltics, the mill is also fully integrated and exports products to over 70 countries. The success of the paper factory is a testament to the opportunities for Singapore businesses in Estonia. While bilateral cooperation between both countries are close, both have also expressed that there's a lot of untapped potential. Mr. Aswani, who is also the Estonian honorary consul in Singapore, says the business environment in Estonia is especially fertile for new firms.
The ease of doing business over here, and also the transparency, and added to that is the skilled workforce that we have over here. You will see that Estonia is a great space for the startup world. We have the most per capita unicorns in the world.
The hope is for more Singaporean businesses, big or small, to tap on the business environment and opportunities in Estonia as a gateway to Northern Europe. Claudia Lim, CNA, Tallinn, Estonia.